Hello everyone, thank you so much for checking out today's Canva tutorial video. Today we're going to learn how to use Canva for T-shirt business. Before we get into that, it's important to know Canva's content license policy when it comes to selling T-shirts using their platform. So here's what Canva says. What's allowed? Sell your design on merchandise, for example, T-shirts. So it's okay. But they do have this disclaimer here. Standalone content, however, for example, a photo used on its own without any other design elements has restrictions. For example, it can't be printed on products or merchandise for sale. So in that case, you're going to have to combine different elements in order to create a new design or composition. So by using content in a design or a composition, you're creating something unique. Once you do, there are very few restrictions on what you can do with your creations. Go wild. So in short, we're not allowed to use a standalone element or an element just as it is. It should be a bunch of elements forming a design, such as an element and a text, etc., something like that. And with that, I think we're ready to create our t-shirt design, so let's get started. So first, we're going to select a file format. We can go to the custom size button right over here and input our desired dimensions. By the way, the dimensions you're going to be using will depend on the dimensions required by the platform where you'd like to sell your t-shirts on. For example, I made a quick Google search asking about Redbubble's t-shirt design dimensions since Redbubble is quite a popular platform to sell t-shirt designs. And here we can see that they recommend 2,875 by 3,900 pixels. So that's what we're going to be using. So let's input that onto our custom size box. That's 2,875 and 3,900. And we've got pixels for our unit. Am I right? Yeah, that's right. So we're going to click on Create New Design now for us to be taken to the Canva editor. And so here we are. Since we're going to be creating our own unique design, we're not going to be looking at some templates today. In that case, we're just going to be creating our very own design from scratch. So feel free to design whatever you want to design for your t-shirt. In my case, when it comes to t-shirts, I always like to add some texts. So to add a text or text box, go to the text button and click on Add a Text Box. So I'm just gonna put that over here. And I'm gonna say keep. I'm gonna add another text box by pressing T on my keyboard. And I'm going to add another one and say forward. Okay, so now we've got our basic layout. So of course, we're gonna have to make this look more attractive. So I'm gonna position it over here because I'd like to be adding an element over here later on. So I am going to start with this text. I'd like it to be bold and I'd like it to be big. Just like that. I think I like the font, so maybe I'm okay with that. I'll keep it that way. And for this one, perhaps we can add a different font. So let's scroll down. Oh, this one's nice, so let's have this. Gonna put it like that. And perhaps I'll keep this, or I'll convert this into all capital letters. To do that, I'm gonna go here on the three-dot button on the toolbar above and click on the uppercase button to turn everything into uppercase. just gonna make it smaller so that it would fit. And I'm gonna zoom in and do it like that. I'm not sure if it's gonna look good when it's bold, but let's try it. And let's adjust its spacing. Maybe we should align it to the left. And then adjust the spacing even more. Perhaps I should use a ruler. So I'm gonna press Shift and R on my keyboard to have the ruler here. And I'm going to be placing a guideline as well. So I'm gonna right click, guides. I just need to ensure that my elements are properly aligned. I'm gonna add another guideline. And just like that. Oh, I think the other guideline is not properly aligned. Okay, that's more I like it. Now I'm gonna be adjusting this one. So I'm going to zoom in. And I'm gonna make sure that this element is going to touch our guideline just like that. Okay, and I'm just gonna make it bigger. Okay, there we go. Same goes for this one. I'd like to turn this slightly bigger so that the letter G would fit our guideline. Let's see. Okay, I'm quite happy. I think everything's properly aligned, so that's great. Now we can, oh, by the way, in case you'd like to add text effects, you can click on your chosen text and go to Effects on the toolbar above and select any text effect that you want to apply to your text. But as for me, I'd like to keep it plain. And now we're going to add some elements to it. So let's go to the Elements section and look for relevant elements that we can use onto our design. Gonna go to Graphics, and I'm gonna look for a nice element that I can use here. This one looks nice. Perhaps we can use this. And I'd like to change the color instead. So I'm gonna turn it to something like that. Turn the blue into this one. I think that should be okay. And I'd like to add more, so dash, or what about fast? Something like this, but unfortunately, I think most of them are pro elements, so we can't really use them. Let's just say 3 lines, for example. Okay, what about this one? Maybe we could change it, but first I'd like to change this to white and this one to black, or maybe gray, but something darker. This one would probably be okay. Oops. I think we should lock our guidelines, so guides and lock guide so that we don't accidentally move it around. Gonna make this a bit smaller. And do something like that. I'm just gonna select both of them and align them to the middle. And I'm gonna select everything and do it like that. I don't really need my guides anymore, so I'm gonna remove them now. Clear guides. And I'm going to align my design to the middle. And there you go. So now I think we've finished our design. By the way, when it comes to creating t-shirt designs, I think it's important to have two variations. So one for your white t-shirts and one for your black t-shirts. So in this case, we are going to turn our second page into a black canvas so that we would know how this would look like in black. So I'm gonna select everything by highlighting everything, and I'm gonna press Ctrl plus C on my keyboard and go here and press Ctrl plus V to paste everything. And I'm gonna change everything to white, just like that. I am going to change this element to white as well. For the shoes, I'd like to reverse its color. So I'm gonna change this one to white. Maybe not this one, probably. Okay, that one. And then this one to black. And then this one to gray. No, black would be okay. And then this one to gray, I think. Yep, I think that should be it. And now that we're ready to download our files. So let's go to the share button above and go to download. For the file type, we're going to select PNG. And since we're creating a t-shirt, it's important to adjust your, or to take the transparent background option here, which is unfortunately only available for those with Pro subscriptions. And it's very important to adjust your file size to the maximum setting as well, because you're going to need your design to be a very large file size because it needs to be very clear once printed. So adjust this size over here to the very right for maximum resolution. And make sure and don't ever forget to tick the checkbox for transparent background. Select the pages you want to download, and then go to download once you're done tweaking all of these download settings. If you download them all together, it's going to come as a zip file, which you need to unzip. So yeah, you can actually do that. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. So once you're done, click on download. It's going to take a bit of time to download, so especially if it's a really, really large size. So I'm going to download it here. I'm going to say or rename this as my t-shirt design. Save. I'm going to open it into our folder or in our folder, and if you'd like to unzip your zip file, you're going to have to create a new folder. So right click, new, folder, and rename your folder however you want to name it. So in my case, just my t-shirt design would be okay. Hit enter, and then we're going to transfer our zip file over there, open that folder, click on our zip file and right click and choose extract here. And here you go. Your files have been extracted and you're now ready to upload it to your chosen platform or chosen t-shirt selling platform. And that's it. We hope you found today's video of help somehow, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more Canva tutorial videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. You guys have a great day.